What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Lime. Me and 12 and I are hanging out. What's good?
What's up, man?
Hopefully the crew's gonna join us. Hopefully the crew's gonna join us. They're gonna pop in.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. You good.
Just excited to come in and talk.
Definitely.
Come in and have a quick. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. Like I was just gonna second you when you were saying, yeah, the crew gonna be here later, But what's good though?
Hey, today was a good day. I got a couple of days off. Hopefully, we could pop out some of these videos, talk to the people out there, let them know what is going on at the Lime Station. You need to come up with a couple different names for the
slogans,
the fans out there.
Slogans, yeah.
But we liming tonight. If you want to hop on the show, let us know down in the comments. You could come on and lime. Just keep it.
Oh, as you said that, I gotta remember to drop the link. I haven't been posting the link.
Yeah, put the link down there.
So let's do it here.
So how's everybody doing tonight? It's definitely, what is it? Went Tuesday night? I don't even remember what day it is anymore sometimes. Yeah, we need to do some it's been a while since it's just been me and you on.
So send the invite to the stage. Cool.
We're gonna pin the did you pin it in there?
I'm about to pin it now.
Okay, there you go. So we live on YouTube, we live on Kick, we're live on
Twitch. Yeah. So yeah, man. We got a couple of videos. Before we get into it, we could chill for a little bit, man. Yo, you've been following the war that's going on out there?
Yeah, I told you I've been peeping it, man. It's you finally start to come across your timeline or something?
No. Mine's is always focused on news. You know what I'm saying? Mine's is always on the news, but it's just certain stuff that I don't really care to.
Well, the big talk was that he says he's negotiating, and they claim that. Huh?
Which one? Cuba or Iran?
Iran. So basically, Iran came out and said that Trump ain't negotiating with them, and Trump said they ain't talks. So, know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Trump already picked a replacement. Hey, let's just be real. I know he ain't that off. He talking to somebody. He ain't talking to y'all. He already said he want regime change. So, hey.
Yo, as you said that, right? I was watching Cuba.
Yeah, he want.
Yo, let me tell you. Whoever these strategists are, you know what I'm saying? Whoever these strategists are, they are top notch. All they did was took out one country.
I know, and that's why I was telling you. Remember we spoke about it back then, and I told you what the strategic move was?
Yo, what's up, Gavin? Oh, that's Gamer. You look like Gavin for a second.
What a gamer for life.
Gamer. I thought it was Gavin for a second. But yeah. Yo, that one move with Venezuela took out a whole bunch, yo.
And the whole thing wasn't to get the money. I mean, it was to decide where the oil goes.
Exactly.
That was the whole purpose. Now, they could control where the oil goes. I just read a report today of something that it said so far Venezuela had sold $18 billion. Yeah,
That's
according to the World Bank. I was looking at it earlier. I meant to, but yeah, according to the World Bank, and a lot of that's going to go back to the country.
definitely.
And that's one thing I could honestly say about Trump. I could see him going down there handing out, and I'm sure they're going to get money in U.S. money too. They ain't gonna get paid in no boulevard, whatever it's called. I don't mean to dish out money in Venezuela, but what was it called? A boulevard or something like that?
I think that's money overall. I think
that's what the money's called. Yeah. But I don't think it has any value right now. It's bad.
Yo, when they laid out, I was watching the thing and they laid it out, and they was explaining how Venezuela was given Cuba oil for protection.
Yeah.
That's
the same people got took out in that one night.
Yeah,
what was the oil was paying for.
So it's like, it was crazy because it's like, yo, that took out that was able, because if you notice, you remember when they was talking about Panama?
Uh-huh.
Them boys went in and took back, I ain't gonna say they took back Panama, but they went in and sat down with Panama. That shit ain't make the news.
Well, the thing is, because if it wasn't for the U.S., it would have been a whole different story in Panama.
Yeah. So I know the U.S. built it back about a couple centuries ago.
Yeah, and they got Noriega out of there. You know what I'm saying? Isn't there a military base over there? I know there was one at one time. DR is here.
What's up,
brother? What's going on?
Chill.
You look like you came off the streets, like.
Man, yo, this new job is kicking my behind, man.
Yeah, at least you got something, man. That's you know.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I'm happy. It's 14-hour shifts.
Yeah.
What they got you doing?
I'm driving tractor trailers, so I think this company found a loophole where they can make you work 14 hours, but they don't pay you for 14 hours.
Yeah.
You got 8 hours drive time, 14 hours work time, and they used every bit of that time to get you out there. But it's straight. I like it though. It's what I do.
Cool.
So you driving for 14 hours?
No, I drive. No. Well, I'm out there on the road for 14 hours, but the actual drive time is only 8 hours. But you're out there on the road for 14 hours. Yeah, I mean they make you punch in and be like, all right, you're not driving, you're in the yard. So it's loopholes to the thing right now, but I like it so far.
So we got someone here. What's up? Who's this?
What's up, Greg? Yo. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Can you hear us, Greg? Probably have some mic difficulties.
Oh yeah, let's put him backstage.
Go ahead, DR.
Yeah,
we're gonna come back to you, Greg.
I can hear you if you when you get set up.
Yeah, we was just here talking about everything going on. We didn't get into the first video yet.
Yeah, we didn't get into it.
We was in basically 12 was saying how taking out one country, one domino, and it affecting everything and
affected the world.
In Maduro and Venezuela.
Yeah. It's definitely a domino effect, and it's something I think it's something that they took it lightly. It's something that they can just do easy, and that's not the case.
Yeah, because I think if you look at it now, right? If you look at what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela opened the door for all of that.
Well, if you took an easy win like that, and then you feel like you could do it to somebody else, you know what I'm saying, and then it didn't turn out that way. You feel me? Like I think somebody had got big, and it turned out that it wasn't as going to be easy they thought. Man, it's crazy because it's going to be a long, and they're trying to throw everybody else into it too. You know what I mean?
You mean Iran? You talking about Iran?
Yeah, I'm saying, but United States trying to get people to back them with it. You know what I mean?
No. it's Trump.
Huh?
This is
Trump.
Trump. Yeah.
Specifically.
I mean, yeah. You got to take the good with the bad, right? You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah. Unfortunately, it's still us, regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
So, do you feel like he bit off a little more than he can chew?
I believe so, but I believe what's happening now was already written, so it doesn't matter if he was in office or anybody else. It was supposed to go down the way it was written. You feel me? Like all the prophecies are coming. The book is open. You know what I'm saying? So all these things are coming to pass. So regardless if it was him or somebody else, if it was somebody else, it'd be a different way.
Facts.
So, but everything is coming to pass. So it is what it is. I can't blame him for playing the part that he was supposed to play. Eventually the I want to say the Antichrist is coming in, and when he's here, it's too late for a lot of people.
So, what I was telling 12 earlier, it was brought up a big topic yesterday that Trump said that he was talking to the people over there.
Uh-huh.
They responded saying that he ain't talking to us. So I was telling 12, maybe he already picked the new replacements.
I don't
Because
know.
he's talking to somebody.
He's talking. He's talking, but it's.
I mean,
it's
there
the
is
actions.
90 million people in that country.
Yeah.
So
And they got a strong military. I would say the military was how you say, they were somebody they were like the underdog that just kept fighting back, and that's what they're doing. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
you know what's crazy too when it comes to Iran, they're the ones that were making all these drones for Russia.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And did you see the math that they did with the drones? So 50,000 the drone, and to answer for our anti missiles to get the drone, it's $1 million. So it's a strategy, bro. It's not just we're pouring money down the drain while they were just touching their pockets. You know what I'm saying? It's not just war.
Well, it was made to be efficient.
Yeah.
So look at this, right? When I was asked, I heard somebody answer that question.
Uh-huh.
I heard somebody answer that question. That's like, let me break it down into ghetto terms, right? That's like somebody in the hood that got money and he don't care to spend money in the hood. But it's like this. It's a show of force.
Yes.
That's a big show of force. And it's kind of like F you money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got 50,000, we got a mil. And that's all it is. It's a show of force because even though, and I also
so it's not
know
about protection,
huh?
It's not about protection.
The ones for protection is what it was talking about, like the Iron Dome. You see those long range missile? They was breaking down the engineer strategy. They don't really care about those $50,000 one. It's the Iron Dome, the one where it has where it goes out of orbit and come back down, and it's a guided missile. That's the one they need thing because they only have a certain amount of time for the those same missiles to attack the incoming ones. It's like only like 5 minutes. It's like people don't know that. It's like 5 or 10 minutes where, and I'm probably talking out of ignorance because I don't know the exact time frame, but
you know who knows?
Who?
Maduro knows. He knows. He knew he could tell you exactly how long it took. For real.
Right. So, I mean, you guys ready to roll into it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What you gonna say, DR?
Let's go.
Greg, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
There you go. There you go.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you good. Loud and clear.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing okay, man.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for hanging out.
You too, man. You too, yeah.
All right.
Now we're gonna roll into the first clip.
All I gotta say is, guys, Israel is behind all of this, and we need to stop them.
I believe Israel do have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, they're the ones who got us into this war, you know. So yeah,
I heard that. I heard
A
that as
lot of
well.
a lot of people have been saying that.
yeah, because Benjamin Netanyahu owns Trump. You know, he owns all the presidents. You know,
You ain't lying about that.
the prime minister. Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. That's true.
yeah. We need to stop them, man. We need to stop these Jews, man. What they're doing to society.
I ain't gonna go so far, but you know what I'm saying. But
We need to, man. That's the only way, man.
Why they give him so much power?
That's what I'm saying, man. Because the Jews are good manipulators, you know.
Because I mean, the last administration was giving them tons of stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying the last 50 years. It's all been Jews controlling us, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah. The
after
last the
that,
last president was JFK, John F. Kennedy. He was the last one who was real. Yeah.
nothing on that 12.
yeah, well, let's roll into it, man.
Yeah, let's
Roll into it. So, Greg, this is how we do it. We normally just kind of go in, watch some videos, and react. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long you're gonna stick around for, but all we do is we're gonna play a video and we react on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So if you into it, that's pretty much how the show goes. We just kind of go in, react to some videos. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty it. We watch the video, give our thoughts, and that's it. All right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, son. Yeah, I got it.
All right. Let's go into the first one.
I once dated a man who I let move into my apartment, and every time he was short on the rent, on his portion of the rent, he would say to me, well, you would have to pay the rent if I wasn't here anyway. Huh? Ladies, don't let these men move into your house. Period.
All right, so that was the first one.
Yo, he's bold.
Can you see yourself moving into a female's house and saying this?
Well, you know, when it comes to certain people got certain type of entitlement, right? This is the Chad or the Pookie, whatever they want to call them. But some people feel like they're entitled like that. They could, you know, sometimes they get away with it, sometimes they, you know, but
I'm sorry, I missed it. What happened? What was said now? I heard he just don't move into a man's house.
Yeah, so it was a guy moved into a lady house, and halfway what he would do is like when he didn't have his portion of the rent, it was like, well, if I wasn't here, you had to pay the rent by yourself. I think that's really bold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's I won't expect, like, if you don't have it, I would say I don't have it, but I won't go as far as like, yo, if I wasn't here, you still have to pay it.
Well, the thing is, I think he's just playing her.
Yeah, he is.
He's playing with her, right? Because
there's a type of guy. There's a type of guy out here that there's some people that hustle to live. Some people sell drugs. Some people's hustle is to live off of women, and that's all they do.
Yeah, gigolo. They call him gigolo.
Yeah. And they live off of women. They slinging pipe, and women love it, and they live off of it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, this one is like weird because I don't see. Would you consider that a real man though?
Real man, no. But would I knock his hustle? Not. I wouldn't knock his hustle either. Because obviously she's letting them. When you move into a woman's house, bro, that's one thing I could never do. I never did it. I just couldn't do it. Like, if I had to go to a woman's house, I always made sure I had some home to go to, because I went here and get out, kick me out, and I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's kind of the big thing for most guys. That's for most guys. I think that's guys' biggest fear: being homeless, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
but
And I don't
that's
know
why.
how dudes could do that, yo. It got dudes that live from chick to chick to chick. I was like, yo, how?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's their hustle though. I mean, that's how they live. That's how they eat. All they do is I know dudes that move in a chick crib in matter of days. Matter of days, and they all happy, hunky dory, doing what they do. It only lasts so long,
Yeah.
and then it's off to the next one.
Yep.
I think they do those love bombs.
Yeah. They do everything. They go out with them, hold hands, get tea.
Yeah.
They do it all.
Yeah, it's a
They
love
even
bomb.
play stepdaddy.
Yeah. They give him the full treatment, basically.
Yeah.
The full hardcore boyfriend treatment. Feel special, best in the world. And then 2 months later they
But
out.
you know what it is? Women, they're emotional, so when they give their body to a man, a lot of women nowadays, which is common, they think like men. So, the women that think like men is really nothing. But at the end of the day, they're still women. They get emotional. They get attached when they give their bodies over to these types.
Damn right.
So,
Especially the black ones.
you got black ones and white ones. We have white women out here too jumping off. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like I said, there's a certain type of man that does that. And unfortunately, I ain't one of them.
Good for you, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Cool.
What you think about it, Greg?
Dude, I hate women, man.
You hate women?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Well,
in the 21st century, the 21st century women, like they have fault.
I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah. The non-loyal, the non.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
They have
understand.
fallen. Society has fallen, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it's the devil's plan, bro, and everybody's playing in his hand.
It's the Jews, man. Yeah, the devil, the Jew. Same
I could
thing.
never ever hate women.
No, yeah, I said that sarcastically, but yeah.
There you go.
I understood where you was coming from, though.
I like Asian women. I think Asian women are the best, you know? So, yeah.
Okay.
I love them all.
Exactly.
You love them all? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're lying. You're lying. There's some certain types of women that are like, because of their race, their culture, they're bad. Worse than others, like Indian women.
Nah.
Hey, do you travel
Indian?
much?
Would you ever date an Indian woman, like from India?
Of course.
I think I had one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And she wasn't bad. I mean,
Yeah, but they stink. They don't take showers.
I mean, that's a stereotype, but it is what it
No,
is.
no, stereotypes are from patterns. Yeah, you're right. It's a stereotype, but stereotypes are there for a reason.
Yeah, well, the one I had was fresh and clean. I mean, on the outside.
I've
On the
met people
outside.
from every culture.
Yeah, that's probably the exception. That's an exception then.
I mean, that is what it is. I mean, I won't base my view on one particular person or two particular people. I can never do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's interesting.
Like Asians.
East Asians, specifically East Asians.
What's with all the hate, Greg?
I don't hate anybody except for the Jews, you know. But yeah, that's it.
Oh, why are you hating the Jews? Why you gotta hate?
Because Jews are responsible for every evil atrocity and every evil ideology that has been created. If you look at all the founders of communism, Marxism, feminism, all of their founders were Jewish. So I have a big problem with that.
So what's your background?
I am Hispanic.
Hispanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but just these people are evil. Not all of them, that would be that wouldn't be fair to say all of them, but most of them are evil. So yeah.
Cool.
I don't know enough of them to call them evil.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a genocide in Gaza right now. That's just one example as well. I don't know if you guys know what's going on in Gaza, but yeah.
Man, I'll be honest like this. I don't really care what's going on over there.
Really,
I'm from
man?
right
Come on,
here.
dude. Innocent children have been getting shot in the forehead, dude.
And my counter to that is like I don't know them. I don't know none of those people.
That happens right here in America too.
Exactly. So it's like for me.
Yeah, but you don't need to know them to say that that's wrong, and you wish those kids to be healthy.
You know how much evil is going on in the world right now? You know how much evil is going on? Like
a lot.
Exactly.
So why would you lose sleep over everybody's problem?
Dude, because that's just horrible, man. It's just horrible thing that's going on in the world.
Exactly. So what kind of life do you want to live going around just hating all the time?
Dude, we have to stop them, man. Come on. We have to team up.
So what? So look at this, right? It's like this. This is how it's like. Because
how would you feel if your cousin was shot in the forehead? 8 years old. Your cousin shot in the forehead by a soldier.
We'll be going to a funeral.
Nah, that's dude. Life. Well, yeah, but we'll also find that guy who shot him, and we'll kill that. We'll kill that nigga.
That's
we'll kill that guy.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can take, bro.
Yeah, we go.
Wait, what's wrong?
We're gonna have to get Greg out for here.
Wait.
Yeah, enough of that, man.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can take.
Yeah, he's going.
I mean, where he come from?
No, he just called. He came up from off the panel.
He come in to sit and talk, but you gotta keep it civil. We having a regular conversation. We ain't got no hatred going on up in here.
Nah, there's level of respect, man.
We got Indian friends, we got Jewish friends, we got hey, let's say a small prayer for Greg.
Yeah,
pray
God
that Greg
Lord.
lose all that hate in his heart, and we pray that one day, he change.
He said
somebody will come into his life and change his heart somehow.
Yeah. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah. I want to ask you some questions, man.
Back to the lady. I mean,
go ahead.
No, I was saying we're going back to the lady who.
Yeah.
Well, obviously she paying the rent. She ain't got no choice but to pay the rent, or they both gonna be out on the street.
True.
Or she gonna just end up kicking them out, just like we had to boot Greg. Her and Greg out.
I think she handled that well, man. I think she handled that well because I think it's bad fate for you to tell someone if you weren't here, you would do it. You know what I'm saying? You do it yourself. That's bad.
Yeah, that's like a slap in the face.
Yep,
that's like F you, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much his ultimatum. You know what I'm saying? He probably
was her thing to kick him out after, or he was still there.
Did she even really say?
No, she didn't say. She just said they can't stay.
But he's probably still there.
So that was probably the end of the love bomb.
Yeah. Nah.
Because a lot of times these cats would do stuff so they'll break up with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And make it seem like, ladies, y'all just got to understand the game, man. Out there it's crazy. It's crazy that everybody ain't on the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It's the difference between a man and a woman, man. We think logically, they think emotionally. So, if a lot of times, if we just thinking illogically, we can get over with somebody emotionally. But women are smart. They're not stupid.
Well, what I mean is the honesty. If there's better honesty out there, I think less people will get hurt if they say what they're about starting out.
Not in these times, bro.
But I mean, it's on both sides too.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's all nationalities. It ain't just, you know what I mean? They all act the same and do a lot of the same things, fellas. Don't think you're gonna jump to another one, gonna get away with it. Nah.
Like you said, it's the game, bro, and everybody's playing it.
Pookie and Chad is the same people, just different nationalities, different race.
Everybody playing the same game.
All right, so let's roll to the next clip.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it.
That we are removing the word her and we are replacing that with such employees. Can you tell me why we are removing the word her?
I believe that this is to recognize that people have different gender identities.
Okay, but her, through you, Madam Chair, it's a woman. Are you insinuating that men can breastfeed?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so it is for women. Would you agree with that? That it's not such employee, it's her, it's for women. Women breastfeed. Is that a true statement? Would you agree with that?
There are people who identify as something other than female, even though they are able to breastfeed.
But only women can breastfeed. That's my point.
I understand your point, and I know this has been brought up in other committees and it's been hashed out like this. I think what we're trying to do is to be sensitive to the fact that there are people who have different gender identities, and using inclusive language shouldn't offend anyone, although I know in the past we've had that debate.
Right. I take personal, I'm offended by it, to be quite honest with you. It's women, her, that are breastfeeding. This is very specific to breastfeeding. Nobody's insulted. You can identify whatever you want. But when it comes to breastfeeding, it's women. And you're removing the word her. We do this all the time in this building. We marginalize women constantly by removing them on a statute like we don't exist anymore. I find it so highly offensive, Madam Chair.
So this happened in our backyard on the 17th. So this was Connecticut, what you call it? This is in Connecticut.
She broke down. That was a pretty good analogy.
Yep.
Now, when I haven't seen this clip. This is the first time I'm watching it, but it's the first time I've heard the breastfeeding analogy.
It's at work.
That ain't got you can't come back with nothing after that. Nothing. Men can't breastfeed.
I think that was good. That was
Hell
good.
yeah, that was good.
That was good. She had a good point, but I mean, because she made it. She used their own wording against them. She felt offended because you're eliminating how she feel and how she identified as a woman. So you can't say her. You eliminated her as a woman. And the way she broke that down was crucial, bro. I like that.
I'm taking her out. What? What?
Yeah,
I was like, where's she going with that? Wow.
But you think they're gonna get a loophole around it?
Not with this administration.
No.
I think the wave swung. It swung. It's before it was. I think it was a party agenda with a lot of these things, but with Trump in there, I think people could kind of stand up and kind of push back on a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, like you see, she's bold enough to do. Well, she's standing up for her rights, but at the end of the day, I think there was a big agenda behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I like the way she broke that down.
Yeah, she broke it down good because think about it. And all of this.
That lady was still trying to find a way to get out. She was still trying to find a way.
Yo, if you look at it, right, when you're talking to certain people, they just pushing their agenda, or not even agenda. If you listen to the lady talk, well, she's like, well, I hear you, but it's like that's how their stories go. It's like, I hear you, but I hear you, but we're like, yo, what happened to the rest? You know what I'm saying?
Once she said men cannot breastfeed, conversation was over. Like there was no, just walk away. Put it down over there. Put it in the corner. Walk away. What's up, Brandon? How's it going?
Like a crazy conversation. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah. You walked in on the men can't breastfeed conversation.
Yeah,
Who said
What's
we
up,
can't?
Brandon? How you doing, Brandon?
What's up? I'm doing good. How are you?
All right.
Yeah, who said we can't?
So they was having a debate, and I don't know which department, but they were having
some part of Congress.
Yeah, in Connecticut. This was a thing. They were taking the wording. They wanted to change the word "her" from out of the writings or the documents, so it doesn't offend people for breastfeeding at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
So she was like, well, men can breastfeed because some people identify as,
some people. That's cute.
Exactly. So she was like, men can't breastfeed. So when she
Where's
say that,
we just gonna open up a can of worms, but let it be open, man. Let them crawl out. That's how it's supposed to be. You crazy? I don't know why people want to get into these arguments. Oh, what is a woman? What is a man? Cut it out. Y'all know what it is. Just being politically correct sometimes ain't the best thing.
I like that.
I tell you what. Now I know men can't breastfeed. Ain't nobody arguing me down with this ever again.
Hey, I got chichos, but I can't produce enough. What you want from me?
Let me see some lactation coming out of there.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do that.
Exactly.
Alhamdulillah.
Exactly. So you identified wrong.
Huh?
You identified wrong.
No, I identified the correct way. I am a cisgender male. I was born male. I identify as he, him, himothy.
What the hell is that?
What you mean? I'm him, himothy.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I think I kind of like
fall into it.
The thing I kind of like is a lot of these conversation. I think it really hurts women more than it hurts men.
What do you mean?
So, like, think about it. A lot of these rights, they're wiping out. I think it's wiping out the rights of women. I don't know how do they get to persuade women.
Oh yeah.
To support these acts.
I get what you're trying to say, but I feel like this is the time where we need to stand up for biologically born women. Like you got to stop the charade. You got to stop the charade. I know we pretty much started this whole thing off talking about people having a league of their own and whatnot, but call a spade a spade. If you are not able to do X, Y, and Z, you do not fit into this category. And we got to stop playing that game of pretend. It just don't work. I understand what you identify as. That don't make it so.
If you can't breastfeed, you're not a woman.
It be like that.
But Brandon, I want to second what you were saying because it's right? If we don't stand up for and it's not to say that just because we're standing up for something we're against, and everyone always try to put it like that. It's like, yo, well, they said this, you against. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, what they're encroaching on is what is a woman? Why are they trying to deter, break down, whatever you want to call it? What is a woman? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? You know what I'm trying to say? Because nowadays you can't tell. You cannot tell who is who from this to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unfortunately. You really got to look over everything with a fine-tooth comb. But at the end of the day.
Oh,
did we lose him? Oh, we got freeze Brandon. Hey, make sure you clip it right here. 39, 32. We got a freeze of Brandon. Look at Brandon.
He got stuck in the matrix. So I was gonna say this portion was why haven't we heard the phrase "what is a man"? You got hit in the glitch.
Yeah, I figured. I just
I
just cussed out Frontier today. We can't keep going through this.
What's up, Dre? What you got?
Not much. I mean, you know, there's really nothing I can say without hitting you with the Bible.
But whoa, we missed you last week, man. We missed you last week.
It was this
Hit
job.
us with the Bible.
Yeah,
Hit us with the Bible, because at the end of the day, that was simpler times. You didn't have to worry about all that. Hit us with the Bible.
I mean, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. There's the whole story playing out right now.
So I'm gonna take a portion, right? I'm gonna put you on the spot there, DR. And you don't have to go into the Bible if you want to. You can speak from your perspective, or however you want to go down. So the conversation last week was, we were talking about spirituality, right? And what some of these things they were talking about was like obia being good or bad. And I'm telling some people that, yo, there's no way you can tell me in this world that something like that is good and there's bad.
Obia, what's that?
So witchcraft,
voodoo,
those type of stuff. Voodoo.
God speaks against all of that, man. Tarot cards. There's no, you know, they in voodoo. I know a couple of people that does. They're really cool people. I consider some of my family members, and they do that stuff. And you know, and they tell me that there's good witches and there's bad witches, right? But they all do the same work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I don't think there is. I mean, you just like you may have somebody that's going in a relationship and they got good intentions, but you know what I mean, they're still doing, you know what I mean, bad things. You know, things that offend their partner. I mean, and the partner I'm talking about is God. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because He's the creator. So things that offend Him, there's no such thing good and bad. You know, that's just how. There's a line written in the sand right there. And there's anything it speaks out against all of that.
So one thing I wanted to say, Brandon, was you brought up a good point, right? And it made me think. And this is why I came back to this one. I don't necessarily think these people, like all these people that are doing it, are bad.
No.
You get what I'm trying to say? And that was my thing, because when I said it, when my response came out, I was like, you know what I'm saying? But no, because I like you said, I was like, there's people out there that are in this, but they're kind-hearted, they're loving, they're caring. They probably haven't done any evil
until you cross them.
Okay, that's granted too, but you know what I'm saying? They got some people that's out there that you don't even know they're kind-hearted. Yeah. But it's like this. It's like with anyone. If you cross them, people are going to defend themselves.
Yeah. And they use that level of defense to defend themselves.
Right. So it's like, and it's the same thing with, and I'm gonna use the counter react. So Christian, when someone come against us, we pray.
Yeah.
So that could be the equal of it. But what I was trying to say is, I'm learning a lot. This challenged me. So I was like,
and that's why I was saying that once because me and you spoke about the religion thing, and you told me you had studied a religious class or something where you learned about different religions. That was you that was telling me that, right?
I'm in that class though. Yep.
Right. So when I found out that voodoo or obia is a actual religion, I was surprised.
Yeah.
But then once you really look into it, you realize, well, being Christianity, they were against anything that wasn't their religion. So, of course, we're going to grow up not liking that. Yeah. Because it was taught to us that it's bad. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's bad. So now that you find out it's a religion, you start really looking and you're like, oh, there's actually nice people over there too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you start really thinking and it starts moving in your head, because even like something like that, everybody look at it as bad, but these are some of the things that came from our African tribes that came into the Caribbean, that came to into Americas. It came from Africa. So we don't really know what was a part of us, what was, everything was stolen, so now that I know a lot more, I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was growing up.
I get you.
I just don't understand over there, but I'm not totally against over there anymore like I used to be. You know what I mean? Now that I understand how things work.
Well, 12, let me speak to your point and just give you my perspective on the whole thing. I understand what everybody is saying. And again, when I did say last time, it's a complicated relationship in terms of Black people being brought over here, having religion forced on us, whether you choose it now or not. That's what it was back then. But all I can say is, in a perfect world where we weren't sold into slavery, where we weren't brought across that ocean and dropped off in different islands, we were praying to the Orishas. We were praying to 17 different deities that are responsible for creation. That is what we would have known. Nothing else. Or maybe Kemet, because they did say that originated in Africa, which is close to Jesus as it can get. But the point is, in a perfect world, we would only have known that. And so, yes, the idea of Obeah or voodoo is going to be suspect because that's not where we come from right now. But that is the origin of what we believed in Africa. So it's a complicated thing.
I want to say something to add to that, but in this way, like, okay, the oldest Bible is in Africa, in Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Bible. So when we were brought over here, we were not everybody. I want to say, okay, Africa is a huge continent.
Yeah,
it's a huge continent, and you got multiple religions. So what am I? And there's a map that somebody have out there. And if you go to the western part of Africa, it would say Judah, the tribe of Judah, right there in the middle of Africa, right? So I'm questioning what we were taught about our history, since we were brainwashed through slavery. Now I'm really questioning what we were really taught, as far as all of us being under that type of religion. We come from voodoo and Kemet and all of that stuff because that stuff is there now. But the oldest book, the oldest Bible is in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen that map of Judah, and that was a good portion of the northern west part of, I'm questioning what we were taught about our ancestors. You know what I mean? What's our really true origin, where we really come from? And then when Netanyahu, the Russian president, he unveiled these pictures of the people of real Jews. They're all black. That raises the questions that we all came from voodoo and all of that stuff. And I believe that, and how they forced Christianity on us. And how they forced it was they took bits and pieces. They didn't get it. There's a slavery Bible, right? So they only took the part that the Jews were enslaved, and the slavery, which was really you were owned in the Bible. When it speaks about slavery, it was only in slavery because you owe somebody something, right? And you did it for a certain amount of time. They took that and fed that to us. They didn't feed us the whole Bible. You know what I'm saying? So when we got together, and still, because God has a way of doing things, and when you oppress a people, you can't completely oppress them. How we built this country, you know what I mean? How we're envied for our strength, and that goes across the world, not just United States. You got where you guys are from too. You know what I mean? Y'all built that country. That wherever we were, we built. And it's just, I'm questioning what we learn as where we come from in our origin, what we were taught. I'm gonna end it like that.
So what I wanted to say was, when you go into, like, you see what you're saying, Brandon? I hear that talk because, like, now, like, when you go into the Trinidad airport, they have like Orishas and shit in the airport, right? Like those things that you're talking about, that type of thing. So I understand that, and most of that shit come from Brazil, right? It comes from Brazil and all of that, and I understand, right? But to back like what Dre was saying is if you go back, there's no scrolls or anything like that to go back dating and supporting a lot of the stuff that y'all saying. The Bible is the only story. I know you're religious. I know your faith, but none of that stuff goes way back to support any of that.
And you understand, just like most people, that unfortunately a lot of history in Africa is by word of mouth. It's the griots that carry the history. We didn't write a lot. So yes, there was a Bible. That is the oldest Bible, and that's great. But the majority of our culture is by word.
Yeah. Right. So if that was the case, go ahead.
The Bible is actually documented. It's a document. It's not just a by word. It's a document. No.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm just talking about African history in general.
But okay, and I want to call them mythologies, right? So all of those mythologies kind of line up with the Bible. So like you have Zeus and all of that stuff. The stories are similar to Jesus Christ, and I believe that the enemy, when I say the enemy, I mean the devil himself.
Yeah.
When he tries to undermine God, he has to take what God is doing. He has to take some truth to manipulate it. He has to take some truth to manipulate us as humans. Yeah, and it has to have some truth in it. It can't be just anything. Anybody coming to you just lie to you throughout their teeth, and they're lying. That doesn't work on us. You have to come with some truth. So all of those mythologies, the Greek mythology, all of those gods and everything, it all has like a virgin birth of, this and that, all in the Kemet story and the and I don't know that much about this stuff. I only know what I heard, like bits and pieces, because I don't study up on it like that enough to really argue about it. But what I did heard, all the similarities, all the stories to the gods in the Bible about Jesus, and they'll say, okay, I've heard Billy Carson. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, I hear.
So I heard.
What you talking about?
Never heard of him.
Okay, I listen to Billy Carson. So he goes deep into the Greek mythology and the different religions, and a lot of it he compares it to the Bible. He tells a story like right side by side, but he went left to to believe the African stuff and all of that stuff, and he's really he reads the Bible and he reads that and he compares it, and the stories are similar.
So they dispel him. They
did.
dogged him out.
My man.
They dogged him out. I watched the thing where they compare. He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
He didn't know what he's talking about.
He don't know what he's talking about. Because I watched the apologetics. They do the thing and they break it down. He be just making up stuff. So yeah,
he's not making it up. He's actually reading these things and when he's misinterpreting them. That's what it is.
Exactly. You said it perfectly. He's taking stuff from different sources that he read, and he's mixing them together to support his case.
For his case, he's misinterpreting, and that's what they did with the Bible as us for slavery. That's the exact type of thing. He had a lot of people following him because he was taking some of the Bible, he was taking all that stuff, and that's exactly how it is.
So that was a good one. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Brandon? That was good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Again, it's a complicated topic, especially when you talk about Greek mythology. You talk about hundreds, thousands of years BC, and then yes, there are similarities with all these stories, but look, the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Cool. I'll second that. All right, so let's roll into the next one. Here we go.
As a Cuban American, born and raised in Cuba, have family in Cuba, we don't want to see our people hurting. But unfortunately, this is the last straw that we need to stand. And to hear any liberal Democrat kid coming here from the privilege of your AC air-conditioned mother's basement, that you have been a privileged society all your freaking time, and thinking that you can come and lecture us what needs to be done in our island, in our country? Shut the fuck up. And let me tell you, we stand with what Trump is doing to Cuba at this moment, and we believe that that government needs to be overthrown. And unfortunately, the Cuban people need the help, and this is the way. Chuck the government, get them out. And if you don't stand with it, I don't give a shit. Keep going, scroll, pass, bye.
Well, we should have rolled into that one when we was going on Cuba earlier.
Yeah, I was going to, but yeah.
It's kind of like the same situation with Venezuela, right? Remember they were talking about the regime change.
What's going on in Cuba? I don't even know what's going on out there. What happened?
They're failing. Like, there's been a blockade. No oil has been delivered to Cuba in about 3.5 months now.
Is it because of the war?
Yeah.
Well, Venezuela was giving oil to Cuba.
Oh, so he's starving them out.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying it was important that once once Trump took Venezuela or Maduro, they had to control where the oil go.
Yeah.
So another country we need to look at too is Nicaragua. They also depended on Venezuelan oil, but I don't know
if are they in line with Trump? Are they,
No. They're
so whoever's not in line with Trump, he's going to starve them out.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, that's how we started the show with the domino effect.
Yeah.
So Cuba's on the brink of collapse. So I don't have the video. I don't have the video where Trump was like he gonna take them over in some way or shape or form. So because they're on the brink of collapse.
Yeah, we're gonna have a new vacation place that we can go visit. That's what he said. I think last week the power grid crashed 3 times.
In Cuba?
Yes. Yeah, it's bad.
Dre, they ain't been to school. The school shut down. Everything is shut down.
So it's worse than the pandemic.
2 weeks ago, all airlines stopped flying to Cuba because you can't
oil to refuel
there at all. Wow. So all flights have been canceled.
So like y'all said, domino effect. Expect more stuff to happen. It's not gonna get any better.
Well, just like the lady said, there's a lot of people that don't really know what's going on over there, and they're coming out. And just because Trump is doing something, a lot of people give it a bad word before they even look into what's going on.
For sure.
So there's a lot of people out there who just making content to get clicks, and obviously ran across her timeline and pissed her off because these people want a regime change in Cuba worse than anything.
Yeah.
Bad.
This was one of the talking points that I kind of seen today was, I think Castro's one of his family member was saying he was in talk with Trump, but he was not Trump, with the White House or communication with one of the press. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think kind of like Greg, you miss Greg. You miss Greg.
Yeah, you miss Greg, Brandon.
I'm glad you miss Greg.
No, they would have probably vibed. Yeah, we had our first caller on the show, Greg. And you gotta go back and watch the replay. Yeah,
Greg, you gotta come back to meet Brandon.
He'll never forget Greg.
I think that was an automatic argument. Like, quick.
We like lively conversations.
He was angry.
Greg, come on back, my boy.
Very angry.
Greg. No, he wasn't. Well, he had a political view. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He had his own agenda.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had his own agenda. You know what I'm saying?
He still got to follow the conversation though. Mm-hmm. Everything reverted back to the. I'm not gonna say that word anymore. But Kanye don't like those people either.
Oh.
Yeah. He was very negative towards those people.
Sheesh.
I was like, yo, They're good ones too. Not all of them are bad. He goes, all of them. Every last one.
And he called black people the N-word too, so I wasn't really feeling him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What ethnicity was this Greg?
Spanish.
He was Hispanic.
That's what
Hold
he
on.
said.
Now you know it's different types of Hispanic.
Nah, it wasn't the friendly. It wasn't the friendly way.
But was he one of these or one of these?
It was one of those.
One of these?
No.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Either way, I mean,
nowadays they have to check off that box. Are you a Hispanic or like?
I mean, it's still disrespecting the show, so you get to boot.
I mean, look, no, I get it. Look, I'm sure you did the right.
I don't say it on the show.
I'm just saying. I get it. You feel me?
You know what's crazy about like people who pretend to be? They use that word freely, not knowing in most households you don't ever say that word. Ever. You could be spitting that junk with your boys out there. Say that in the word, you'll get that out of you when you say that word than the actual F word. You know what I'm saying? Like you say that, we know what I'm talking about. So he behaves, I don't want to hear you say no more.
Yeah, nah, he was just what. That wasn't a good look. That's all for the show.
Yeah, nah.
Wasn't a good look.
Okay.
Nah. So back to you, 12. What is that link to Cuba? Because what do the Jays have to do with Cuba?
Who?
The Jays. Because Greg didn't like the Jays.
The rabbis.
Yes. These
you know the people from New York.
They run the music industry.
You know the ones that like
America right now. They're brought us into a war.
That's why I was telling Brandon would have had some conversation with him, but
listen,
we gonna invite Greg back. So Greg, we're gonna invite you back. We're gonna have to invite you back, Greg. But
we like a good conversation.
But let's roll it to the next clip because this one I just brought up because I kind of like what she was standing for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a cut down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know 2 weeks ago, I think this video came about 2 weeks ago. But now that you've seen that the country's shutting down, it's like, all right, she was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of people been running their mouth, and either way, things in that country's been bad for a long time. And if I was wondering, it's not an actual Castro that's running the country right now. It's another government. And I didn't realize too. Cuba produced 40% of their oil. Yeah, I saw something like that.
That mean they're self-sufficient. They don't really need nobody.
Somewhat right, but not enough to sustain the life like we live in here.
Well, that's not the only they produce.
They were saying to fill up a tank of gas right now it costs $350.
I filled up my truck. The other day. It was $800.
Yeah, but you got a big wheel. You got what 13? You got an 18-wheeler.
Yeah,
how much gallons that truck holds?
It was 99. Almost 100.
100 gallons?
Yeah, almost 100.
Yo, diesel prices going through the roof.
It was diesel, yeah.
Almost at $6 in some places. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's bad too because home heating oil also use diesel.
Yeah. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you run out of oil, get some diesel from the gas station.
Yeah, so somebody came across somebody the other day. Somebody asked me for some help, and they have oil, so they called somebody. Somebody put diesel in their tank, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it worked. They put diesel in.
No, they did it, and it didn't work. They
look, I ain't gonna lie to you.
There was another step that you're supposed to add with the diesel or something like that.
No, you don't have to add anything. I do it all the time.
I don't want to say it's diesel though. This happened to me a few years ago. I was running low on the tank. It was snow time. People couldn't get out there. They was just like, yo, just put regular gas inside your tank. It'll last you. Hey, I went to the gas station. I filled it up. It
Hey,
lasted.
It
It's
worked.
regular, not no diesel,
Hey,
not no
Not no
listen,
diesel, regular gas.
87,
let me tell you,
87.
it's diesel. The reason I know that is
Nah, somebody
because,
wants you to spend more money, my boy.
listen, my ex-wife worked for an oil company. She worked for Petros out in Canton, and that's what it is. You run out of oil.
So you telling me she told you to pump diesel?
Yeah,
She played you, my boy.
dude, she worked for the company.
She played you, my boy. You should have just
Like she's the one that was in charge of
87.
ordering the oil, and yeah, it's the same thing. The drivers will tell you the same thing too.
It's
They
not all of
lying
them.
to
Some
you,
of them.
bro.
There's different
They lying
ones.
to
It
you.
depends on your army thing.
No,
Listen,
I'm telling
you
you,
said-
if you use
You
oil,
said
if you use
ex-wife
home heating
for a
oil,
reason. She played
it's
you,
the
my
same
boy.
thing as diesel at the gas station. Trust me.
You paying twice for the diesel. You could have paid for the 87. Same thing.
Nah, you could trust me. Look it up. Ask
played
your Brandon Chat GB, whatever you call it over there,
Mhm.
and see what it tell you. I'm telling you, man. Ask it. Say, what's the difference between diesel and home heating oil?
You know what it's gonna tell me? One costs more than the other.
Yo, that shit gonna hit $6 soon.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, you running low on oil for your home? Pump 87. Tell them Knight sent you.
Hey, allegedly, people.
You pumping diesel? You only gonna get half, not even half, a quarter.
I'm telling you, look it up. Look it up. What's home heating oil?
I'm talking from experience. 87.
Oh, I'm talking from experience
Blue
too.
Hills, my boy. No, you said your ex-wife, the woman you not with no more, told you that she lied to you, sir.
Hey, we didn't get separated because of the oil.
Hey, that was the red flag that you ain't see it. You feel me? That's what it was.
Hey, we still doing good though.
Doing good with what? I just exposed one of her lies. Ask her about that 87.
I'm still using the same.
See if y'all still on good terms.
Matter of fact, I ran out like
I just looked it up, bro. So diesel is not dyed, and it has lubricants in it for an engine, and home oil is for a furnace. So that was the person that had problems the other day. Well, a couple of weeks ago, they did that. They had somebody come by and put the diesel in it. I guess because the diesel is for lubricants, like going through the engine, and the dye for the home oil is red, and is for the furnace.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was going to tell y'all. So y'all should have waited to ask the damn engineer.
That's why I told you to look it up.
Nah, P out here putting lube in his pipes, bro.
No. Pause.
He said it, not me.
Whoa.
He said it, not me. All right.
So I was gonna say there's different heating systems. So two of you could be true. One could be a furnace, one could be for a boiler.
Yeah.
So it's all dependent. So you probably have a furnace, he could probably have a boiler.
I'm speaking from experience. Now I think too when it was built could also.
This is identical though. It says real identical.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
telling you, if you look it up, you're gonna see. I'm not gonna lead anybody on this show wrong. And she did work. I mean, 12 nothing.
So don't do nothing these people said. If you call your gas company and say, yo, I want oil, let them come out and fill out your shit. Do it ahead of time.
Did you look up the Lime Genius?
Nah, I didn't hook it up.
Did you look it up?
Nah,
what did it tell you?
I just knew there's different because one I was in the HVAC. Well, I see the HVAC set up and I asked the same question. It's like some people say you could use this, but you got different heating systems. So two of you could be talking about the same thing, but one's for a furnace, one is for a boiler, one is for so it's different. It's different setup.
I don't care what it's for. I ain't putting no lube in my system.
What?
You heard me.
What's up with this lube?
The lube is in the diesel, and for the
you trying to put the Diddy juice in your system? I ain't doing.
No, I ain't never say nothing about putting no Diddy juice. No way.
You just said diesel. He said it got the lube. Yo, you're advocating for lube.
But that lube is for the special
pause.
For the engine.
Yeah, it's a special engine.
Pause. If it gets you going, hey, good for you.
But listen, in my garage, I got 2 different jugs. I got a yellow one for diesel for if I ever run out, and then I
You
got
got
the
yellow
red
liquid
one.
in your you got
that-
yellow liquid in your garage?
No, I
Sir.
got diesel. I got
Sir.
a yellow jug full of diesel. So if I ever run out, I could just hit the tank real quick. I'm telling you, that junk work.
Mm-hmm. Or we could just make sure our oil levels don't go low regardless of the price. People, stay responsible. Keep your tanker from getting too low, because if you got to drain it, it's going to cost you more money.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, it looked like we finna get some spring coming here soon. Weather's finally breaking.
Yeah, I hope we don't get another snowstorm. I'm tired of it.
You ain't the only one.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up so you guys can see.
Kenneth, shout out to you. Stay tuned.
We appreciate you.
Oh, man, you pulling this up. Come on, dog. Let's roll to the next thing. You over here looking up lube and gas and stuff. Come on, dog. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't want to see this. The viewers don't want to turn this off. Sir.
There's a difference.
Hey, 12, make sure you, when this video is done, make sure you tag at least 5 different lubes. You got to tag it for this show.
Yeah, what? No.
Jesus Christ.
Man. All right, let's roll into the next one. Let's roll into the next one.
We talking about lube, so you could tag
we ain't
lube.
getting no sponsorships off this.
It's in the video. So
we're not getting sponsorships off lube.
No, we are. He gonna tag it so people know the best lube to buy is. 12's gonna tag it, and we appreciate when y'all get it, and let us know how it feel. You know, between your fingers, wherever. It's up to you. Go ahead. Next one.
So let's roll into the next one.
Pause.
If you want to see if a man is a provider, I didn't say rich, but a provider, present him with a problem and see what he says. And that can be anything. You can make, I don't care how dramatic you want to be. Like, it can be anything. You can say, oh my God, I don't have money for parking tickets, or I need new brakes, or something like that. The man who provides will offer a solution, whether he will do it himself and fix it, or he will give you the money to make sure it's handled. Either way, it will be solved. You will no longer have that problem. A man who is not a provider and possibly a brokey, most likely a brokey, will tell you, damn, that's crazy. Wishing you all the best. Okay?
That is crazy.
So I'll let you take the lead on that one.
All right. Listen, I don't. What? What happened?
I'll let you let that person up, Brandon. I'll let you let him up. Go ahead.
Critical analysis. Welcome to the stage. How you doing? And you're gone. You're gone. Anyways, back to the show. So yeah, I don't like what that young lady was saying, because at the end of the day, listen, we talking about, I don't like people who talk out loud and they're supposed to be directing something at you. Oh, I don't have money for parking tickets. Yeah, I'm going to respond with that's crazy, or I'm just going to look at you like that's not my problem. You're not asking me to solve the issue. You're talking out loud. That's not communication. So if you over here with your fishing hook trying to see if I'm going to give you money for it, no. First and foremost, why you got parking tickets to begin with? You don't know how to park? Second of all, if I'm throwing money at the problems, that doesn't solve the problem. If I'm giving you a solution, yeah, pay your parking ticket. That's a personal problem. That doesn't make me not a provider. That just means you need to solve your problems. Yeah, I'm here for support, but I'm not going to give you money because you did something stupid. That doesn't make me any less of a provider. Sometimes you got to get walked into that wall so that you can fix your problems. Or you got a parking ticket? You better pay that. Them junk stack up.
So are you talking from being in a relationship or non-relationship?
Both.
I think it's different for a relationship versus a non-relationship.
I love my wife. Don't get me wrong. But if she is talking out loud, I don't have no money for parking tickets. I'm not going to respond because you're not talking to me.
But no, I'm talking about the lady in the video, not your. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that house kind of nice. So I'm wondering, is she with somebody? I don't know.
I was wondering that
if she posing that question, I'm thinking she's alone and she don't got nobody to pay them parking tickets. Boo hoo! Stop being stupid.
So there's some merit to what she's saying.
Huh?
There's some merit to what she's saying. All right. And I think I understand her, but it doesn't necessarily mean I have to agree with 100%.
What?
I understand her.
You feel like gaslighting?
You know what? You remind me when you say you understand. You remind me of that simp from the other week.
I can't even get no point out.
12, if you simping, say you simping. Get your point out so we can see if you a super simp or a regular simp. Go ahead. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, all right, so let me put on my father hat. So as a father, right? Would you tell your daughter, like, hey, be with a guy that if he can't provide, right? If he can't provide, you gonna tell her stay?
If he's a good person, if he's working on himself, are you helping him out? Y'all can make it.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. So going back to this, what I was saying with this young lady is when she was talking, right? What she's saying, providers would show themselves, right? If a female get with a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a provider, he gonna show himself. What she's trying to say is if he don't got it and he a brokey or he can't provide, he also gonna show himself. So that's what I'm saying. There's some merit in this.
I don't think so. You heard my response. Does that make me not a provider?
Fair. That's fair. I agree with you.
Oh, if you ain't got it, you a brokey. No, that's not how that works.
She lost me at brokey too.
Right. We know that's new terminology.
But she's not wrong. She's right. She's not wrong. But I just don't feel like she delivered it with enough
conviction.
Yeah. Because here was the thing, right? Like you'll never hear a real woman saying he either gonna fix it or he's gonna pay to get it fixed.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? It'll be more like, well, maybe I could assist him and help him get it done, or something that you do it together. It's like a real provider is you do all the damn work while I sit over here and look pretty and cute. That's what I heard.
No, I didn't get that. But where I was going with this is here.
Oh boy, hold up.
Yeah, we got to we ain't doing private chat. But yeah,
okay.
What I was gonna say was in this situation, I think a provider always do show themselves. So it's like this, and most of us, right? If a lady came into a life and we could help with something, we would. It doesn't necessarily, we may not have money, but we'll find some means. Like she said, a provider would find some means or a way. She didn't say always have to be money. They would call someone. They would, you know what I'm saying? They would reach out to somebody that could assist in the situation or do something to mitigate that risk. Mm-hmm. She was saying someone that don't have that mentality is going to be like, bruh, you on your own, that type of stuff.
I think the first video that we watched, I think that was one and the same. Where the guy said something along the lines, like, all right, whatever. I think what she was saying, a provider always has a solution. That's what she said. The examples of solution was money, monetary, or a solution, getting something done. And that's what I heard, and a man, if he has a job and he studied doing what he do, and he doesn't do that for her, she's probably not the one. She's probably just, but on her perspective, she said a provider will show the solution, and the guy that's not a provider will show whether he's broke or whatever the case may be. That's what I heard.
Right. And that's what I agree with. I agree with that. So that's you said it clear. You said it clear.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's her exact words. She said a provider will give a solution. And, you know, then she gave an example. And she said the person that's not a provider will whatever be broke or not give a solution at all or not care.
Go ahead, bro.
We got Samantha coming to the stage, get a female perspective. Hopefully it's not one of the crazies. She said she ain't. Let's see it. Samantha, welcome to the stage. What do you have to say on this topic?
Yeah, I think that's the same dude, bro.
This is saying he didn't
Can't
change the
win.
profile.
That's the
Can't win. Can't win.
Yo, some people don't got nothing to do, bro. That's crazy.
You're damn right. That's all right. That's all
You
right.
can ban him from the stage. Before you kick him, you can ban him from the stage.
Got you.
Ban him from the channel.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. You just ban him from the thing, and they just get.
Just ban him.
Nah, he'll find some other way.
we trying to give y'all a chance, and then we just inviting the crazies. Come on. You know what? It's all good though. It's all good.
We be surprised how many people we that watch us. You don't even know it. Anyways, yo, fellas, salute to next time. And if I don't get on this job, man, you know that's all it is.
Nah, you good.
Make sure you get some sleep, get some rest.
Yes, sir. True indeed.
Get some rest. All right, brother.
Y'all be blessed.
All right, sir. Have a good one.
Damn.
Yo, now I want to hear that song again. That's just in my head. Hey, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the replay. What was the song playing in the background?
That's a Korean song. That's a Korean song.
Yeah, that was
it's an actual song. It's popular.
I know. I can hear it now.
Yeah, it sounds like they said it, but they're not. It's a Korean song.
I think I heard that somewhere.
Yes, unless if some people go in and remix it and actually say the real word. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, even if you're a troll, we thank you for tuning in. You just getting our numbers higher and higher.
All right. Let's roll into the next one.
Go ahead, do it. Go on.
When I found out that my dad and my husband at the time were sleeping together, I felt betrayed. My ex-husband gave me HIV. They make me feel like I am a walking disease.
Brandon's wife was infected with HIV by her ex-husband and father. What's even more suffocating is that the ex-husband was introduced by her father, a pastor. The father had an illicit relationship with the ex-husband. The general public believes that no one dares to approach an AIDS carrier. However, she met her husband Brandon and gave birth to 3 healthy children. She decided to send her malicious ex-husband to prison and completely cut off relations with her father. Just when she was deeply in despair, her current husband Brandon appeared. During the early stages of their dating, she openly disclosed her HIV status and was prepared for rejection. However, Brandon fell in love with her from the first meeting and didn't care about her condition at all. At first, the mother worried that the husband's family was biased, and netizens desperately cursed their marriage for failure. But the criticism only strengthened their relationship. She insisted on standardized medication not only with the HIV-negative Brandon Love, but also successfully gave birth to 3 healthy children. If you were in her position, would you accept such a wife?
Ew.
What?
Ew.
Ex-husband and dad?
And dad. That's so nasty.
Father?
They do boom, boom. Get up people HIV.
Wow.
Well, this one was, that's crazy how,
3 healthy kids?
It's a sick world, man. But look, if Magic Johnson can have kids after his team, hey, go for it.
Yeah.
Almost all of them
healthy though. That's one thing I'm glad the kids were healthy.
Well, yeah, you could have a C-section and prevent the canal situation with the passing of the.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I did always wonder like how that Cookie had them kids, but hey, cool. Good for
usually do C-sections when they pass through the canal. That's when things can pass to the. Okay. But listen, that's a.
Well, it's a challenge. This one is a challenging one.
It's a lot of heartbreak in that relationship, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Drama.
because the fact that, you know, it bothers me so much when I hear parents getting in the middle of their kids' relationship. Like, I could never be chasing my son's woman or my daughter's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we talking about? Like, that's just disgusting to me, personally.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But
I
again,
guess we were
it's a
raised
crazy
right.
world.
You know what I'm saying? You stay in your lane, in your pool, you know. Even if you want to go in that pool, there's so many other pools around than your daddies or your mamas or your
it's proximity. It's proximity.
Yeah, but it's just so many other people out there. So many other people. You know, and a lot of times when you see things like this, you wonder, do you hate your family that much? You hate your kids that much? That, you know what I mean? That's just yuck.
Yeah.
Just a lack of regard, lack of morals, lack of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't relate. Don't want to.
But the thing is, though, she had it too, right?
Well, I mean,
she got it from them.
She got it from them, yeah.
It's if you look at it, right, and I know we're gonna get we haven't really said anything bad about it, because I know once you go live and those words are mentioned there in the description, it says, it kind of brings up the disclaimer for AIDS and all of that stuff. So we're not talking or saying anything like weird. You know, that's the same person.
Exactly. That profile alone.
You look at the name.
Off.
Marco Winston.
Jag off.
I gotta give it away right there. But yeah, but anyway, so for this one, right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll into the next clip, right? But I just wanted to bring that one up, touch it quickly.
Yeah, jump it.
This next one is crazy. Here we go.
How did someone with no arms, no hands manage to fire a gun and allegedly kill someone?
It's early in the investigation, but there is no evidence at this point to suggest anybody else was involved in the shooting, and that he acted alone on this.
Now watch closely. You're looking at the man accused of murder in this case. Video from his TikTok page titled "No Hands, No Feet, Shooting 9mm Handgun." His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadriplegic amputee and professional cornhole player. This all started around 10:30 last night when La Plata police officers were flagged down by two witnesses near Radio Station Road. Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Weber was the driver when he shot and killed his front seat passenger, then asked those in the back seat to help get rid of the body. They refused, got out of the car, and alerted police. Weber took off with the victim in the car, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Wells. 2 hours later and about 15 miles away, Wells's body was found dumped in someone's front yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Soon after, Weber's car was tracked to a gas station in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was found at a hospital nearby and arrested after his release.
I think the witnesses helping really gave us a good start, obviously, and then it was excellent police work with not only our detectives and La Plata police, but also the authorities in Virginia.
Now, we're told that all four men in that Tesla SUV were friends, got into some sort of argument before that shooting happened. As you heard, Weber is currently in Virginia. He's going to be extradited back here to Charles County to face charges of first and second degree murder. Guys.
My head was trying to put the scenario together, like how that occurred. But Teslas do drive themselves, but he ain't got no hands and he ain't got no feet. So how you really sat there and let him get the pew pew? I don't know.
He got knobs.
He got knobs, but you have to use those knobs to reach for said pew pew. You still gotta cock it back. You gotta aim it. Like all of that is, you know what? I'm out. Or you could just be moving something. Like, why would you? I don't know.
Well, I think he shot him in the back, didn't they?
Yeah.
He was in the back seat.
Okay, he was in the back seat.
Yeah.
Everybody know what a pew pew sound like when it's ready to go.
Nah, I don't think he knew because I don't think he knew.
So it's like,
you ain't gonna sit there and let a paraplegic shoot you now.
A quadriplegic. Man can't even run up on you. It's like, what are you doing?
Yo, that's crazy. But then they showed him in that video. That was him in the video?
Mm-hmm.
That was him in the video.
Yeah, he looked like he could handle it pretty much.
And listen, they're gonna handle him in prison. They're gonna roll that boy around like a piece of dope.
Yeah, he ain't going down there where he gonna be in a secure thing.
Yeah, he ain't going in general public.
He's not going to general population.
So you telling me they gonna put him in AdSeg?
Yeah, he's not going to general population.
Somebody gonna roll him around. It don't matter where he go. He gonna have to be locked up 23 hours a day.
You think he gonna go to jail?
Oh yes. Throw the book at him and roll him around. No.
Yeah, he's a danger to society. Think about it. He had no hands and killed somebody. Well, unalive someone.
Right. He pew them with no hands. Just imagine if he had some.
I'm saying, but you know, I'm sorry for the loss of life, but cornhole champion. You could use a pew pew. Shout out to the disabled people, man. He living his life, even if it's making really bad choices.
Wow, you see something different every day, right? Or something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
They see you gonna talk about They say they're gonna say he choked somebody out.
I mean, look, he got that one. He had that one finger. You put it on your karate. Put it on karate. You never know. Don't put anything past a disabled person. They will show you.
Yeah, he don't even use a wheelchair or nothing.
Not in that situation, probably because in the tournament, but he probably get around in a wheelchair.
Now he look pretty fast.
I just wonder where he keep the pew pew. Was it in the vehicle? It couldn't have been on his person.
Could have been.
They probably got side strapped.
Yeah. But the nubs, my boy. Like I'm reaching for it. Like that's crazy.
I'll be honest. I'll be looking at these engineering marvels. They got straps where you can actually put hand and thing. This one dude, he created one where you put it on and the sensors, you based on how you flex your muscle, it opens and closes. So they actually have them now where you could actually build these attachments and it works based off of here and how your muscle flex to open and close. That jump is crazy, boy. I was like, technology is real, and they could pick up stuff, grab it, and all of that stuff. So, yeah,
there's hope for everybody.
Definitely. But let's roll into the next clip. Let's go to this one.
Man, have times changed? Because why did my 6-year-old ask me when me and her dad were going to get separate houses? Because sometimes she doesn't want to be with me, and sometimes she doesn't want to be with him, and she wants to pick when she can go to mommy's house and when she can go to daddy's house, like the kids in her school. Because it was actually weird that her mom and her dad are living in the same house, because most of her friends, mommies and daddies, don't live in the same house, and she wants to pick and choose when she can stay with which parent, like her friends. Since when did that become the flex? And I know she's a child and she doesn't know any better, but wow, she thinks it's weird that her mom and her dad live in the same house instead of the other way around. Wow.
If that is being weird, shout out to being weird.
Yo, I'm starting to see this a lot.
Yo, I saw the other day, right? It was a picture of Steph Curry and his family, and somebody was like, "Yo, why they all look alike?" Somebody was like, "That's what happens when you have the same parents." You know what I'm saying? And it's at the point now where a lot of people don't think it's normal for a family to stay together, to have all the kids together. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. We in that time now. When we grew up in a time where most of our parents were together. You know, my parents were married 20 years, but even before that, the grandparents, a lot of them stayed together. So now it's to the point where, like she said, Mom, it's weird. I wish I had two different houses. You know what I'm saying? I could go see you on the weekend, see Dad every other weekend, you know. And the thing is, too, these kids get twice the amount of things. Because when your house separate, you go through that section where you can get anything from both parents. Because they just be like, well, your mommy did what? I'm going to buy you two. But I guess we in those times, right? That's crazy. You're not wrong.
I don't think it's what I was going to say is I think the culture is shifting because it shows you the amount of probably kids with split families versus families that are whole. And I think it's bad in some ways, not that the parents split, but when kids grow up believing that's the way of the world. You get what I'm trying to say?
Well, I don't think the kid believes that's the way of the world. It's just that in her world, all her friends have two parents living in a different place. So what's going on with her child is she's seeing what her friends are benefiting from having parents living in two different households, not understanding that being in one household with both parents is going to be a better sacrifice for her in the long run.
Yes.
You know, and this is where the mom have to really let the kid understand, like, yo, you have benefits to having two parents. Let me show you the statistics. This is how they might turn out.
But I also don't like hearing what she was saying in terms of like the daughter not liking to be with her or whatever, because she did say that. It kind of speaks to, yes, what she's seeing from her friends in school, but it also speaks to the relationship between the parents. It's like maybe they're not on the same page, maybe they bicker or they argue for the child. That's the way it seemed to me in terms of, oh, I want to go to, like, she don't want to stay with the mom all the time, whatever. You gotta look at a relationship between two people for that to be okay, where it's just like, yeah, okay, that may not be the norm for, you know, my friends, but hey, my mom and dad get along. We do well together.
What you're saying is they're not having enough quality time at the house for her daughter to say, you know what? I think it's better that my parents are in the same house.
That's what I mean. Even if you see it, if your parents are not in a good place where it's just like, okay, yeah, we all vibing together, having family time, then go say, I wish you had your own house so I can see you this time and I can stay with daddy. That's just how I feel like to me, based on what she's saying. Go ahead.
I'm gonna push back, right? Because I get what you're trying to say, but how could you arrive at that situation? Not personally you, but what I'm trying to say is this. If a child doesn't know, you can't put it on the parent. You know what I'm trying to say? You're putting on how you describing it. It sounds like you're putting it on the parents because, you could give a child everything, but if they go into a different environment that's different from what you have at home, they're going to come home with questions. So it's not necessarily that their parents are giving are bad or not communicating. They're just going to a different environment where they're hearing something different and they're coming home back with questions.
All right, let me push back, sir.
Go ahead.
I'll speak from my own personal experience. In my household, I do not argue with my wife in front of my children. I do my best not to raise my voice, especially when the children are around. If my wife is getting to a point where she is upset, I will try and make it so that we can speak calmly in a different environment. I kiss my wife in front of my children. We hug, play in front of the children. kids pick up on things. And it's the little things like that where even if my kids be like, they know it comes from a positive place. But if you are arguing in front of your kids, if you're bickering or this and that, pick up on these little things and then they might gravitate towards another parent. I've also seen that happen, but that's what I'm saying. It's the little things that they pick up on. So that's why I go.
He was spitting facts, too. He hit the matrix, boy. He hit the matrix.
Sorry,
they didn't want that message to come out, Brandon. The MPs got cut off.
I'm back. No, so that's what I'm saying. It's the little things that they pick up on, and that's why I make it a choice to be purposeful with how I am in front of my wife, so that this is normalized behavior. I want my daughters to find a man that they can communicate with, that they can love on with. You know, it's the little things they pick up on, negative and positive. And I feel like this little girl is picking up on the negatives that make her gravitate towards one parent.
So you think maybe she think that her parents are trying to stick it out, and she's like, "Yo, y'all need to just let it go.
Y'all can go your separate ways. It'll be better that way."
Okay.
And then boom, you go to school, you seeing that, maybe that's the norm. But you got to be purposeful in your relationship, especially in front of your kids.
I like the point.
She didn't really say that they were having issues.
Nah.
Right.
So,
She didn't.
you know what I mean? So
nah. We're just digging into it there, but
yeah, I know, but it's you know what? You can't blame the kids. That's all they see.
Yeah.
But I just think that them as parents need to really sit her down to make her understand the benefits she's gonna have having both parents there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because this is a topic that I came across. I see a lot of videos of these. So this is not the first. I've seen videos like these, and after a while, I was like, all right, this is kind of a trend for me going through the collection of curating these videos. So I was like, all right, I've seen this video too much times. We should kind of table it. So, and this was one that always like, wow. Why would little kids look at it as a flex that having two different parents live in two different places is a big deal? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's short-sighted or one-sided because you don't get to see the hurt and the pain that they go through, the breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Parents not showing up. It's
Yeah, it's a lot of things depending on where you live. You know what I mean? How good you're living. You know what I mean? It all changes depending on where you are. You know, if you're in the hood with two different parents, you know, it might not be the same as if you're in the suburbs with two different parents. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of those kids come to school. Look what my daddy got me this weekend. I spent a weekend with my daddy. Or I was at mom this weekend. She bought me the PS5. Daddy got me the new Jordans. You know what I mean? And you living in a single two-family household, you might get some hand-me-downs because y'all got a bunch of brothers and sisters, and you just mad. You know, I think y'all should break up. But
yeah, I seen one. I seen one a while back where the girl, she was in like high school, the same thing. She was an older female, and she was like, yeah, she wished her parents were split up.
You don't want me to be great.
You back. Yeah, she did everything to go live that lifestyle. That child was yearning to go live that lifestyle.
I mean, it's one thing if they're having issues or problems, yeah, but other than that, nah. Y'all should work it out as long as y'all can, because at least till the kids get out the house, if possible.
Always told my wife we ain't getting a divorce, even if we ain't working out. We'll be in the same household for the sake of these kids.
I like that though. I like that. But it comes with challenges, player. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Life comes with challenges, but that's the fun part. You can't play it on the hardest difficulty. Why bother?
All right, I respect that. I seen an actor like that. As you said that, I seen an actor like that where his ex-wife and his wife live in the same house. He's not sleeping with two of them. His ex-wife and his wife live in the same house, but he he only sleep with his thing wife because he's never there, and he still got to pay for the kids. So his wife and his ex-wife live in the same house. They're cordial.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I see now. It's like he busting down them too, but nah.
That's what I was thinking.
He busting them down, but nah.
Man, I'm sure she done call him at the back door a few times. Come here real quick. Let me talk to you. I need 3 minutes, maybe even 4.
Hey.
That one is crazy. Hold on, let's do like one more. Here we go.
Tonight went by fast.
Yeah, it went by fast. Let's do this guy. Hold on.
The angry black woman trope is because black women draw boundaries and they don't take abuse. We don't take abuse. Misogyny states that misogyny is a branch of white supremacy, and white supremacy states comfort at all costs, right? And because women themselves are an oppressed group, that falls on the women. And because black people are in oppressed group, that falls on black people as well. Not so much white people, right? Because the whole system is designed to make white people comfortable. But when you're black and you're a woman, you get double time the oppression. And the nature of a black woman is divinity, and the nature of a black woman is to, do the opposite of what's being done with the evilness in America and in the world. And so there's a lot of abuse that happens towards the black woman because, unfortunately, on the social hierarchy, we are the most abused. And when you abuse people's, or let's just put this on an individual level, a person, there is only so much that they can take, right? One of two things happen. Either they become absolutely defeated in a shell of their former self, or they rise against, right? Usually the ones that have any bit of self-awareness will rise against, like a phoenix in the ashes, and that's exactly what black women do.
All right, I couldn't make it through that one, bro. I couldn't make it through that one. It got like a minute to go on that one. What do you guys think about that?
She's the... I mean, I was trying to figure out where she was going.
Yeah,
angry black woman, don't take abuse, but...
Yo, she blamed the white men first, then...
So this is one of those accountability videos. Probably don't
this
have
one
that
was all over the place, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's blaming everybody but herself. That's what that one's headed.
Yeah, this one kind of took me for a loop, isn't it? Because she went to, it's like the black woman stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
What was the word she said? It was black. I can't remember how she said it, but did she say black fatigue? But yeah, she went all over the board. She had to give the world history, like white men did this, so black people, then we got marginalized, woman. That I was like, if you got to do all of that to get to your point, I just clicked off, bro. I just clicked off. Any thoughts on this one?
Yes. There was some points to what she was saying. I do feel like, yes, black women do draw boundaries. And the moment that somebody tries to cross it, yes, that's when they get angry and they stand up for themselves. But at the same time, this is just my opinion, people, I feel like the angry black woman trope also comes from not being loved. And we're talking about, I've seen too many women that do not have their fathers in their lives to raise them. And as a result, you don't know what it is to communicate. You don't know what it is to have emotional regulation that your father would have taught you. And then you end up with a mother who is angry because whatever happened with the father or whatever happened with her father. Like it is a domino effect And unfortunately, if you don't have somebody to help her see through those barriers that's making her act the way she's act, it's just going to continue with the generation after and the generation after. So really and truly, you need a father in your life. You need a male in your life that is going to be able to communicate with you and bring you back to base so that you don't have to act like that. And that's what I'm trying to do with my daughters. I let them know straight up and down, do not lead with your emotions. You can have them. They can impact, absolutely. But you need to regulate yourself. You can't just go out and react because the world don't care what's wrong with you. You got to be able to do for yourself.
I like what you said, and it's well put. It's well put because that's the world that we're living in. If you look at a lot of the stuff, is we're in a time where everyone is in their feelings. I feel like, and I do that with my kids. I was like, I don't care how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? And I push back. I don't mean to be hard.
Same thing your dad used to say to us.
Yeah.
He said to and he don't say that polite either. He was like, he don't care.
Yeah.
As soon as you need to walk away, you out of my life. Would you say?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say yeah. It's like that's, and as you said it, I just had to think about it, man. But that's true. We grew up was like, yo, they didn't care about your feelings. It's like, what? You said what? Feelings? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like I try to let them know, it's like, because that's what this world is in. Woman, like not women, but everybody's in their feeling. I feel like this, or I feel, it's too, yeah. I wanted to say feminine, but it's not the right word. Emotional.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, they say men are logic based and that women lead with their hearts. It is what it is.
That's true.
True.
And we're not being sexist, just in describing something that a certain gender goes through.
Yeah, we don't worry about that because we don't gotta even explain all of that. Well, if the ladies were here, they balance out the panel.
Damn you, Toya. Damn you, Jen.
Yeah, she said what's up in the chat. She said what's up in what you call it.
Yeah, whenever you have to come on and join us, come in. We'll be here waiting.
In the chat, but not on the panel, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag y'all asses through the mud next week, if y'all there, whatever y'all there.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and any closing thoughts on this one? Your message for the world, P.
on the whole episode?
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
What I learned today, what I really learned, I was today years old when I realized men cannot breastfeed. I was today years old. Right? Am I wrong? I mean,
it's yours. You got to tell the world what you want to know.
That ends every argument. We got some crazy topics this week too. We want to say big up to our first actual caller, Greg. He was with us for a little bit, but things went sideways.
10 minutes.
Like, we try to give him a time to blend in, but if you want to come on the show and be
civil,
normal, have real conversation with us, let us know. If you want to play, we're gonna boot you out. Listen, we ain't got time for the BS right now. We just here to have a good time, relax. Everybody here to have a good time. I'm not saying we can't have serious conversations, but there's a difference between being a kid and being serious, and we ain't about that type of life right now. So we appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us. We know y'all got a lot of other videos y'all could click on, but y'all decided to hang out with me and Brandon. And Brandon gonna take it to another level because he is on the other side of the world. Hey, Brandon.
I'm on the other side of the world?
Yeah. Over there. Go ahead.
I'm cool. Listen.
Move it up.
See, there you go.
Lube it up.
We're gonna get we gonna get past P and his shenanigans, his R. Kelly P. Diddy shenanigans.
No,
What I will
go
say,
ahead. I'm sorry.
what I will say, ladies and gentlemen, number one, in regards to the people of Cuba, they have come from a history of revolution with Fidel Castro taking power back from Batista and so on and so forth. If they want a regime change, I need to hear the people from Cuba, like actually in Cuba, saying this and rising up and doing what they got to do, versus people who've been living comfortably in the States and just doing telephone with their families back there. If you trying to rise up and make a change, make a change. The other thing that I would say, fathers, love your children, for better, for worse. We are here to guide them in this world so that they can be successful. There doesn't have to be an angry black woman trope if we play in our parts. We're not there for whatever reason. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, be there for your kids so we ain't got to worry about them being angry black women. And as always, please tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. live with us, late night live.
There you go. So with that being said, I think he covered it all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey, Brandon, did you see when the door opened earlier in my when we was on?
Listen, I seen that. What about it?
Oh, that was my son paying me rent.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shout out to you. You ain't got to be a provider when you getting it.
Hey, love y'all kids, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cheap. It's cheaper to live at home with dad.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I need to get like that.
Huh?
Yeah. Eventually it's gonna come like that. Eventually.
When they're old enough, absolutely. But I gotta wait it out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They gonna grow and they need to learn. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't doing it here, they ain't gonna go out there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people out there. Yo, I'll probably bring up some of those videos in the next time where you show like grown ass people arguing over not paying rent. It's like, oh, but this is my room and I live here, and I'm like, yo, if you don't shut your ass up, you know what I'm saying? You grown enough, yo. I don't understand, and that's one thing I could see you being grown. If you ain't paying rent and your parents paying that junk, once you're in their house, man, shut the hell up.
Once you got past that college age, time to kick it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you those first 2 years. You know, my kid's 25 now, so you know what I mean. He ain't no kid. You know, so
yeah. Some of that stuff is good, you know. It's like, yo, once they build that solid ground, you know they're gonna be good.
Yeah, a lot of people would take care of their kids till they're like 20, 30, and then they go on their own and fail because they ain't never done nothing for themselves. They ain't never paid a bill. They don't know what nothing is, and then they got bad credit. But y'all got to teach them early.
Yeah.
Definitely. As long as they don't get comfortable and they're working towards their goals, shouldn't be a problem.
Exactly. You should never let them fall on their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Got to set them up.
Amen.
You know, and that's why a lot of people. I don't really like to talk down on school, the public school system, but it doesn't get a lot of these kids ready for the real world.
It doesn't. Yeah.
You know, and that's another conversation because remember here in Connecticut, the girl sued the Board of Education.
Yep.
Because she claimed that, you know, that one she didn't even know how to spell her name. But she did have a problem though. She did have a learning.
She. I think, and that's kind of one of the things is like, hear me. I'm taking the next class where they go through a lot of these things, and some of these kids are put in these programs, and I think some of the kids that really need it are not really in the program. I think they're pushing it hard just to say the kids have disabilities, but I have my views on it, but. We ain't had none of that. It was a couple butt whoopings.
Yo, let me ask you this. We came to a different time, right? Our generation, we came to the generation that had it the hardest. Like we was the kids of the generation that had it the hardest. And I'm not talking don't kill me in the comments. I know slavery was tough. It was hard. But y'all understand what we're talking about. Like after like the 60s, 70s, you could see now we got all these new generation running around, and they don't even know what hard work is.
No.
You know?
They don't. I give it to them. The younger generation are smarter. They have the knowledge, but
I don't think they're smarter. I think they have more technology than any other before, like all the groups that came before. We're what, Gen X, Gen Z, we got Gen Z, and like the technology that they have now when we were their age was like old Star Trek. Captain Kirk. We talking Captain Kirk. That technology. You know, we couldn't do much, you know, but now the technology they got, and they're actually using it. A lot of the kids are using it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. So they're figuring out a lot earlier how to boil an egg when it took us years. They're doing it now at 1, 2 years old.
You know? 1, 2, bro. A kid ain't supposed to be around the damn stove at 1, 2.
Agreed. I'm reaching up there.
Necessarily, we're talking about boiling.
I get you. I get you.
I'm talking about, you know what I mean? You can see kids develop a lot quicker today, a lot faster.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think a lot of it is because of the technology that's teaching them.
Yes.
You know, we didn't have that when we were kids.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. With the rise of the entitlement the technology is the entitlement is just an ugly thing. They don't want to work. They don't want to work for what they got to do. They just think everything should be handed to them. Where did this come from? I just don't understand it.
I get you. That's a good point. That's something we could bring up.
Hey,
we need to.
In most of these videos we had tonight, in order for the video to pop, there had to be some type of entitlement. And pretty much somebody was entitled.
Yeah, exactly. That, and I like that point. That's a good correlation. It was some level of entitlement for all the videos. It was some level of entitlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna land it there. We ended
All
the
right.
show 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, but we're still liming. You ready?
Hit that QR code, people.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Hit that code. Where is it? Over there? Over there.